إله إلا هو يحيي ويميت ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين بل هم في شك يلعبون فارتقب يوم تأتي السماء بدخان مبين يغشى الناس هذا عذاب أليم ربنا اكشف عنا العذاب إنا مؤمنون.
Before we begin with this video, you need to understand that you could only plan to protect yourselves, but your life and your death depends upon Allah alone. But this doesn't mean that we sit down and do nothing or plan nothing for the upcoming events. We need to put in our effort and leave the rest to Allah. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A time will come soon when the best property of a Muslim will be sheep and cattle, which he will take on the top of mountains or countryside and the places where rain falls in abundance, so as to flee with his religion from afflictions and fitnas." So our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has told us the best method to prevent the upcoming fitnas and staged events is by moving to the countryside, but it is practically not possible for everyone, and therefore we have listed down a few points for those who are staying back in the cities and towns. Seeking underground shelter during the time of a nuclear strike. A nuclear blast comes in 6 stages. There's a flash of light, a wave of heat, a release of nuclear radiation, a fireball, a blast of air, and finally the radioactive fallout. When a nuclear bomb strikes, it sets off a flash of light and a giant orange fireball. A 1 megaton bomb, about 80 times larger than the little boy, the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, Japan, could temporarily blind people up to 13 miles away on a clear day, and up to 53 miles away on a clear night. Sheltering in a building is extremely important for surviving the next stage of a blast, the heat wave. The thermal blast of a high-end modern, intercontinental nuclear ballistic missile will be around 15 miles. That blast is so powerful that it can sear away pain nerves while causing third-degree burns. Simply sheltering in a building, preferably underground, can mitigate the worst effects of this heat wave. Therefore we need to prepare an area in our house, underground recommended, where we could immediately go inside and take shelter for at least 24 to 48 hours, with cotton masks at least, or even better with oxygen masks and radiation sunglasses. These are highly recommended in countries where the chances of nuclear strike are extremely high, such as the US, UK, Europe, Russia, China, Pakistan, India, etc., and especially if you are living in the metro cities and big cities. Food. You need to have some food available that doesn't require electricity to heat or prepare it, and must have a long shelf life, and also it must be convenient and easy to eat during the time of chaos. In a power cut due to a global cyber outage or nuclear war, you may not be able to use your kitchen appliances, so you might want to make sure there's something available to eat that doesn't require electricity or heat preparation. Non-perishable food items are the best option to go for this, as they have a shelf life of multiple years. Jars of these food items can be stored in your pantry, while smaller packets can be taken backpacking for an on-the-go snack, in case if you need to leave your shelter place. Let's see some options of non-perishable food. You should better have a good stock of dry fruits, such as cashew, raisins, walnuts, dates, etc., and dried or canned beans. With a long shelf life at room temperature and high nutrient content, dried and canned beans are smart non-perishable food choices. Almond butter keeps for up to 1 year at room temperature and are a rich source of healthy fats, protein, vitamins, minerals, and powerful plant compounds, including phenolic antioxidants, which are compounds that protect your body against oxidative stress and damage by unstable molecules called free radicals. Although most fresh fruits and vegetables have a short shelf life, dried product is considered non-perishable. When properly stored, most dried vegetables and fruits can be safely kept at room temperature for up to 1 year. Dried berries, apples, tomatoes, oranges and carrots, etc., homemade granola bars, and protein bars stay fresh for up to 1 year at room temperature and are healthy as well. Water. Make sure that you have installed a mechanical hand pump system inside your house plots that doesn't require electricity to pump out the groundwater. With these simple mechanisms, they can harness the water beneath their feet without depending on external aid. Hand pumps are sturdy and reliable, providing a consistent supply of water, even during power outages or natural and man-made disasters. You could also go with digging up a water well and install a mechanical pulley system to pull out the water. Solar or wind-based automated backup systems. During the time of cyber outage or world war, the entire country's grid will be down, and therefore installation of solar or wind-based automated backup systems are significant in such scenarios. Traditional solar panels don't work well during a grid outage, but today's IQ8 or other advanced technological systems store energy in heavy batteries that can later be used as per the need. Solar-powered or wind-powered homes can function during grid outages caused by cyberattacks if they have battery storage or islanding capabilities. However, grid-tied systems or photovoltaic (PV) installations without these features will typically shut down during an outage for safety reasons. Storing petrol and diesel. Many service stations can't pump fuel during a power failure or war, so it's a good idea to keep your vehicle's fuel tank always full. Also, if possible, do store petrol or diesel in big cans, which will be used during the outage or war, to run your car or generators. Your vehicles have multiple 12-volt sockets. You can add multiple USB adapters and charge many devices simultaneously. You could also use car inverters. Car inverter is a device that converts DC, direct current power to AC, alternating current power. This allows you to run devices that usually plug into the outlets in your home. Keep torches and batteries handy. Make sure you keep some torches and spare batteries to hand, in case the power cut happens. When it's dark outside due to the outage, you probably won't want to use the torch on your mobile phone, as this will drain its batteries more quickly. Make sure everyone in your home knows where these are kept, so the nearest person can retrieve them and then safely help others. It's not advised to use candles or any other naked flames to provide light, as these could pose a fire hazard. Generator. Make sure that you have a generator, as it is appropriate and realistic. A 2000 to 2500 watt gas-powered portable generator can power a refrigerator and several lamps. A refrigerator needs to run only 15 minutes an hour to stay cool if you keep the door closed. So, you could unplug it to operate other devices. Operate generators in open areas to ensure good air circulation. The challenge when you live in an apartment is knowing how to safely store enough gasoline. Have a gas siphon kit on hand. Test your generator from time to make sure it will work when needed. Some generators can connect to the existing home wiring systems. Always contact your utility company regarding critical restrictions and safety issues. Medicines. Make sure to always stock up on your life-saving drugs and painkillers. Also, do keep a proper first aid medical kit at your home. We personally never recommend you for allopathic or homeopathic drugs. Instead, we always prefer Unani or Tibi Nabwi products. Toilets during the nuclear war or outage. Toilet is one of the basic needs of a human, and you need to plan for it as well. Make sure that you are placing toilets in a separate room in your little bunker, near ventilation and away from food and water. How and where to place toilets depends upon the shelter itself, number of occupants, whether separate male and female facilities were needed, and if there were medical requirements for separate toilets. You could also buy cardboard sanitation drums which contain items such as toilet tissue, hand cleaner, sanitary napkins, and sanitary chemicals. The drums also contained cups, a siphon spout for water drums, the all-important toilet seat, and oddly a pair of disposable gloves. So my brothers and sisters, make sure that you are well prepared for the upcoming major satanic events.